Stampers, Gaynor again. I've been looking at some of my old videos today and some have had really good responses, some have had average responses, but I'm going back to one I made about a year ago. It's a starburst card, but this one is offset. It's not smack in the centre, it's not half a one. And I've also turned it into a Christmas card and I think it looks amazing. And I've done it all in their brand new designer series paper that's coming out in the new 2017 catalogue, holiday catalogue. The glimmer paper obviously has been selling all the time. The stamp set I'm using for this is just for the Merry and Bright, and the little stars is Hearts Come Home. And I'm using this little Merry and Bright and these two little stars clustered together. And it comes as a bundle, save 10%. Look how sweet, look at the colours. And we've got this new ribbon coming out, and it's like stitched crochet ribbon. And it's meant to be for the Halloween stash, but vintage crochet trim it's called. But I think it looks lovely on there. And yes, I use my little bow maker because I can't tie bows on my own. I got fat fingers. So I'm going to show you this little technique now. On my other starburst cards, every piece has been uniformed at the same size. These, we're just going to cut willy-nilly, so you can have a big one, a small one. It's up to you. And again, you can use scraps if you want to. I've got a couple of bits here that I've used off other projects. I do have a few cut. I'm going to pop them. I got some black, and you can, they're double-sided, the black. They're slightly thinner, but you get 20 sheets for $11.75. You get 10 in black, 10 in white. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I've got a couple of them. I've got a few of my silver glimmer paper. I've also got a few of the white. And this comes in silver, gold, copper and champagne. And it's only one-sided, this is. But it's really thick and gorgeous paper, and this is the Years to Cheers. So I'm going to cut a few more bits of each. I think I've got enough glimmer paper. And what you do is just get a corner, make sure it's at in your trimmer track, and just cut. It doesn't matter how wide it is. And then you go back to this corner, and you can have it to that corner if you want to. But I can get another couple of pieces out of this. And as long as you make sure your corner, your point is always in a corner. And now with this one, I can just simply cut from that corner to that corner. And I've got 2 more pieces. Doesn't matter how big or small they are. You might not use them all. But same with these. I'm going to go in and have some short pieces now because I'm doing it offset to one side. I want some short pieces as well. So I'm going to add a few of those. Just making sure wherever you've trimmed down to, that you go back to that corner. So you've always got a point. So that's my point now. And these are going to go around the smaller side of my card, which is offset on there. So I'm going to a couple more. And I'm going to do the same with the white as well. For some shorter pieces. So making sure I got my tip in right to the corner. I must say, after you've trimmed your glimmer paper, do clean your track because glitter gets everywhere. And thank you for everyone, all your support. It's been absolutely amazing with this gentleman stealing my videos. Naughty boy. You won't be doing that again. And another couple of long ones. As long as you keep your point, like I'm saying, in your track. Whoops. Oh, that one just didn't want to go, did it? I can go from that end. There we go. See, a much cleaner line. So I'm going to do those just for now. Pop these to one side. I've got some more there in case I need them. My white Whisper White card base is 5 3/4 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. My black is 5.5 by 4, and you just need a piece of Whisper White then, which is 3 3/4 by 5. It's by 5 1/4 actually. Da, da, da. Yeah, this is 5 3/4, 5 1/2, and 5 1/4. That's the sizes. So what we're going to do now, we've got these all laid out. I'm going to go white, black, white, silver. But first of all, I'm going to fetch in a scrap. I don't need it. I'm not stamping anything. I'm going to be gluing. So you need to glue every bit of this. And I just don't want to. Just hope there's enough on the roll to get me through. If not, it's going to be a pause while I change it over. Fingers crossed, okay, enough. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Perfect. I can change that later. And if you've got any overhang, just tuck it back over. And this just peels off. Fabulous. So now you decide where you want to start. Doesn't have to be over that far in the corner if you don't want it to. I did like it, I must admit. So I'm going to start with my white. And I'm going to leave my point around about there. And just stick it down. And we're just going to be monotonously watching me stick paper down. But it's going to be it's going to be worth it. So the longer pieces I'm using on this side. Just make sure they all get glued down together. Lovely. I love the silver glimmer paper. It's lovely. So I'm going to go back to these longer pieces. And some are thin, some are thick. So you see that one's not as wide, but it's just going to look as fabulous. As long as you've got a overhang at the back, don't worry. Let's see. Oh, look how thin this lovely little black piece is. That's nice and wide. And if you didn't think it was wide enough, you could always go and add 2 pieces. Let's just get and the pattern's different. See, our lash. So what are we on now? We're going to get some of the white. And because I don't need it as long as it's hanging over the back of your paper, off your card, you know, so you've got that, then you'll be fine. What are we doing now? We're going back to our beautiful silver. I love this. So because our sentiment is going in the centre, I think that's a bit too thin. So I'm going to just take off that. And I'm going to add that. As long as my sentiment is going over that, you're not going to see it. Just making sure it's up tight to the other one. And then I'm going to go back to the white. And again, you can do the same. Just going to cut some off. But then I'm going to have... No, I can't do that. I've got to cut it to the corner now. It's okay on one, but you can't do it on too many. There we go. So we've got black, white, silver, white, black. But we can overlap. You can make that slightly longer because our sentiment is going there, see? So now we're going to add some white. As long as this is basically in the centre, then we're all good. I'm going to get some more silver. See, it won't matter so much on this one. I'm going to cut this into a little point bit there. No, I can't. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick my paper down first. And then I'm going to cut that to an angle. That's better. As long as I've got this space free. I'm going to go back to... I'm going to cut a shorter piece actually. No, I can't. I can't. I'm going to use a smaller piece though. Oops. You get my drift anyway. It will come good, trust me now. I think I need another couple of long pieces, so 2 seconds, some more black. And then corner to corner for this one. Perfect. Isn't that lovely? It's starting to look absolutely stunning. Oops. I get little fingers and thumbs now. This piece. Some more black. Oh, well, am I missing out on silver here? I haven't used no silver. I can trim those bits, don't worry. And that one. I don't mind that bit in the centre missing, because like I say, your sentiment is going over that. Nobody's going to see it anyway. I'm going to put a nice big fat piece of black in there. And then I'm going to try and get some more silver in. Under there. I'll trim that down. And can we manage a bit more? Oh, it's not wide enough. No, let me, oh, I've got some silver here. We'll just grab one more piece. The thing is, I do turn it over to cut. A lot better. There we go. That's for my circle after. So I'm going to pull this down until we are stuck. There we go. Ta-da! Oh, what bits just fell off? Oh, it's not me. It's just picked it up. So now we're going to start to trim our loose pieces off. Don't throw them either. You could use them to make like a little patchwork quilt card. I might even come up with one of those for you. You know, just using scraps, putting them down like mosaics. That's another great idea. It doesn't have to be uniform, see? And nobody likes throwing anything away. Isn't that lovely? I'm going to pop all my bits on there, and I'm going to do something with that. I swear to you, I will. You can use all these leftover bits. I'm going to pop that over there, up the way. Okay. And there it is, our starburst card. Isn't that lovely? The only thing is now, I'm going to fetch in the new starburst punch. And I'm going to punch out my silver. Oh, pardon me. And there she blows. Look how sweet that's looking. And now I'm going to pop that on dimensionals. The only thing is now I'm going to have to use something really strong, if not more dimensionals, to pop my sentiment on. And I know I've only got that one nail, but it's so fragile. So I'm just going to poke. Thank you for the tip. And then they just peel off, look. It's the fastest I've ever peeled them off. Oh my God, I'm using that all the time. So you pop this just to the one side. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my God, I love the sparkly Christmas. So now I'm going to have to glue this into place because I've run out of fast fuse and my tape gun needs replacing. So and it gives me wiggle space. I'm going to fetch my black over. And watch this now, and it sits on here. Look at this piece of paper. Last one. Oh, that's lovely. Absolutely stunning. Oh my God, I'm loving this. So I'm going to have to do the same again with my black piece. But I suppose you could pop this against a red background as well. Oh, black, red and white, stunning, and silver. I'm loving the wiggle space of the glue. Perfect. Oh my God, that is lush. I'm going to leave that to dry for a minute. And I'm going to fetch in. I've got a scrap piece of Whisper White here. And I'm using the black Memento ink. And I'm going to stamp our Merry and Bright, which was upside down then. But it's not taking long at all. But let me turn that over. I want to try and... My ink pad's nice and juicy, but I think it's just me. That's better. And I grouped my two little stars together because I'm just gonna dot them around my sentiment. As close as I can. That's perfect. And now I'm bringing in the 1 3/4 inch circle punch. If some of the stars get chopped off, they get chopped off. I don't mind. There we go. Perfect. I've got my cooking programs on. I don't know if you can hear them, but I love to listen to my cooking programs in the background. I'm going to add, I don't know if this is going to work. It did on my other one, but I had to rest one of my punches on top until it adhered. And I had to put a fair bit on, because I don't want it to come off. So now I'm going to pop this in the centre here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to close one of my punches. And I'm just going to set that to one side for a moment. I'm going to come back with that in a minute. How is everybody? I hope you've had a lovely weekend. I'm going to show you now. I used about 9 inches. I don't need that much. I'm going to cut. I think about 8 inches would be fair to say. And I'm going to use my trusty bow maker. Let's see if we can get this right now. Somebody said Jambi's got a video on there with making perfect bows, but I looked this morning, I cannot find it. So it's over and under. See if I can grab it. Over, back through. And then over and under again, I believe. So I did it earlier. Earlier, I was going to say. And then pull. Yay, I've done it. I was sitting here earlier on and I was thinking, oh, yes, you know, that'll do. It's a bow, it's a bow. I cut the tails down to length. And when they lay down on my piece of paper, it looked like a pair of eyebrows. See what I mean? Ooh, eyebrows. Do some lashes. There you go, she's sleeping. It's only while I'm waiting for that to dry. I do apologise. Get away. Big bushy eyebrows. Right, I'm going to take a glue dot, which I've got right here. Pop that on the back. And this is going, whoops, just down here at the bottom. That's sweet. Right, again now with my Memento black ink. I'm just gonna, all I did with this one inside was I just dotted these willy-nilly, turned them upside down, don't care, just did a star border. Another bit, do you know the card I did on Monday for the wedding, Global Design Challenge for a wedding, because I'm going to a wedding? I went to the shop earlier and my friend came over to the car and I said, hi, how long now? Not got long. She said, oh, I didn't mention the wedding, sorry. I just, she said, oh, I'm a bit hungover. I said, oh God, did you go out last night? So close to the wedding. She said, it was the wedding last night. I was devastated. Me and my husband were supposed to go to that. I was so looking forward to going out. I haven't been out for over a year. Oh my God. And I was like, oh my God, no way. She said, yes. I said, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh, and she said, it's okay. I said, when we were sat there last night, I bought new clothes and new makeup. I said, I'm sitting there last night saying to my husband, oh, I can't wait for us to go out. I haven't been out in our ages. And it was last night. So I totally missed my friend's wedding. So, oh, and I'm devastated. Right, that's it. That's all I did for this card. My little bow is on there. This is thankfully staying sat down. Some beautiful stars. This is the first one I made. I did make a little bit of a boo-boo round here. Can you see the chop off there? But no one will ever know. So I hope you enjoy and you give it a thumbs up and a try. And if you want to email me, if you do decide to make something very similar, email me a copy of your card so I can have a look. It's gaynorb44@gmail.com. Oh my God, maybe she'll wake up later. But thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.